also in that, on Friday, she was up back and running on the other computer. The YCOM device they use to print off checks that stores the account information, routing information, and signature involved for the checks for both the child support and trust checks from Odyssey failed. It lost some of the information. From what I've been told, they've been using the same YCOM device for about 15 years, so I mean, it's just old. They also, in the process of this, we found out that our support contract with them had lapsed through, I have no idea how that happened, but it was, that we were paying $489.30 a year for support from them. That lapsed, so they were good enough to help us on the phone. I do have a new support contract there to be signed for $489.30. That's going to be a yearly annual thing. If we sign that today and get that back to them, they're going to waive the $240 that we generated in support in trying to get that up and running. But a new YCOM device is what we need to do. It's $3,495 for the actual device, transferring our license from the old device to the new one, and trading in the new one saves us $1,195, and then with shipping it brings us up to $2,367 total. I believe Melinda's going to try to take that out of child support monies, or the ISETS monies, whichever, but it's going to come out of the clerk's office. I'm just not sure which fund exactly that's going to be out of. So that one I would like to get approval for the contract and for the new one this morning, if I could.
So you need approval for both of these, correct?
Yes, please.
That's a total of 26.
Need to make a motion for the YCOM and Hiram Hash and Sons Incorporated for a grand total of $2,856 even, or sorry, and 30 cents.
Have a
I
motion.
second.
Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Okay, they did, in the process, go ahead and reprogram our old machine to at least get us going so that we didn't have any checks that were late or anything like that. But that's obviously something that was going to do as part of the news thing. Animal shelter cameras are all installed. I haven't got a chance to look at them, make sure we don't need to do any adjusting, but they all are up there and working. So, and that's pretty much all I've got for the moment.
Will we have a contract that comes with this for us to sign, or?
I believe, I thought that was, I'll double check with him. He's going to be here today to install the new one.
Okay.
So I will check with him while he's here to see if there actually is if it's just the invoice or if there's actually something that has to be signed.
Okay.
So,
I do want to, I'm going to keep hammering this home until December. Just going to do it. The $2,800 that we just spent, even though I might be naive in financial stuff, is something we have to have.
yes.
So we have to spend money on it. So we're not spending money we're
No,
not spending money dumb.
With the device 15 years old, it's still using a parallel port to print. For people that use computers, those haven't been used in 6 or 7 years as a normal thing on a computer. You actually have to order them special at this point. And an electronic device that lasted 15 years, it's a kind of amazing thing. And I saw her do a check run while I was up there trying to get it working, and she ran $24,000 of support checks out. That's not something that we can do without. It's got to be done. So
basically, I was just saying we're not spending money foolishly like some people think.
yeah, and instead of getting a new computer, I got a hard drive replaced. So for $80, we got the computer running again. So,
Michael, thanks for everything that you do. I appreciate it.
Michael, do any of those cameras at the animal shelter cover the building where the highway department sign fella is, or the cemetery?
no. We could possibly look into adding one. That's one of the reasons I wanted the NVR that we ordered to have ability to add more cameras. I think we've got room for 4 more. So we could possibly get something run over there, but that was not something that we did for this time. So,
Okay. We had a robbery at the cemetery building where they stored their supplies again.
When was
This
it?
is the second time this year,
when was it?
sometime over the weekend. They had, Amy was there like on Thursday and everything was fine, and they went yesterday. Well, when,
Well, I think the cameras were done Tuesday, so I'll check the footage, and if there's anything that I can see, I'll pass it along to you and law enforcement.
okay.
I don't know where they're aimed now, but it is possible that we caught something just by happenstance, but any information we can give is more than nothing, so.
If not, we can just tie a dog to the front. I'm just kidding. There's plenty of them up there.
One thing I still have to do with those cameras is adjust the wireless router so that we can get remotely into it, so. That's all I've got for the moment.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Our county attorney, Mr. Baker's not here. His new partner with the firm is Mr. Colin Judd. We anticipated Mr. Judd being here. I had his nameplate made up a couple months ago. So welcome, Colin.
Thank you.
And you have nothing for us, correct?
I do not.
Okay. That'll take us on to, do we have any mail, Mrs. Auditor? Okay. Your old business. Ann Yocum, WTH Technology. I should tell you that I forwarded the contract that you emailed to me to our attorney last week. I got an answer back 2 days ago that it was okay. So having said that, correct me if I'm wrong, our yearly fee is $3,600.
That's correct.
Okay, and this is for public access.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I took the liberty of emailing the courthouse, actually all our county agencies and offices that use this and asking for their preference. And you won out by a landslide. However, the beacon is also used by some of the offices. So as I said before, I think these two services complement each other.
Right.
So, the contract was right there before you, the proposal,
For 3,600?
3,600.
I'd like to make a motion for WTH to approve a contract for $3,600. Is that a one-year contract?
Is that 1 or 2 years?
This is for 1 year.
1 year.
For a one-year contract.
Okay.
I say,
I have a motion and a second to approve the proposed contract sent by, WTH to us for GIS services for the public in the amount of $3,600 for a 1-year contract. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
aye.
3 ayes.
May I say something? I wanted to know, before we already sent the invoice to the surveyor, is that still the way you'd like to have that done?
No, send it to auditor's office.
Same to you, Jane?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. All right. And may I get a copy of that today before I leave?
Sure. You mean signed copy?
Yes.
We'll sign it after our meeting.
That's right. I'll wait. That's what I meant.
Okay, yes.
Great. And I thank you, and we really appreciate your support. And thank you for putting up with me 3 meetings in a row.
That's quite all right.
All right.
Thank you.
Just for information, we have received 1 appraisal on our county farm that we're going to sell. It's on Waterloo Road. I'm not going to disclose that right now because the procedure is that we had to have at least 2, and those proposals are, or those estimates are averaged, and that's what we can sell it for. So I think, without talking to the other commissioners, we're probably looking at a November sale. That's the best guesstimate at this time. So we do have 1. I've given the original copy to the auditor, and I have copies for the other 2 commissioners and for our attorney. This may go down as the shortest meeting in history. Okay. Dan, do you have anything to say? Does anyone else have anything you want to bring before the board? Mr. Caldwell, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please.
As was mentioned, I'm Dave Caldwell with the Cemetery Commission. as was mentioned, we had a theft again at the building that our equipment stored in, and I don't know if you've received a list of the equipment that was stolen. The replacement value is about $2,300. Three brand-new string trimmers, a generator, a chainsaw, and numerous tools, all portable and fensible materials. They were stolen out of there, and second time. We would like to get some help in finding a place to keep our things, or better securing that building. But it's a detached building, and you know where it is.
It's no Quonset hut.
Pardon?
No Quonset hut, isn't it?
Well,
The shed.
it's a, kind of like that, yeah. It's a metal-sided building. If you wanted to get into it, you'd unscrew the siding even, I think. But they jimmied the door and broke into it.
I just want to be, I'm not speaking for the other two commissioners, I'm speaking for myself, that whoever's doing it, won't. It's not if, it's a when you get caught. We are going to prosecute you. Just let people know that right now. There's no, stealing county property is a major issue.
It's pretty devastating to what we do. This equipment is vital. The county's taking care of 18, I think, cemeteries. The rest of the more than 60 have to be taken care of by people, volunteers using this equipment. Without this equipment, we're just going to have 60 weed patches. So we really need a way to secure these equipment. So if you can help us find a place to put it or secure that building, that's what we really need. Thank you.
No, I've talked to Brad. This-
Mr. Cole, we're gonna talk to our insurance person. Right off the top of my head, I can't tell you what our deductible is to see what of that can be covered. We'll probably try and do that today. And if any of it can be covered, then maybe we can go ahead and get the equipment at least up for that amount. Okay, but we'll take care of you, and we'll try and find some place for you to store it.
Thank you, and I guess we won't get it until we have a place to put it, but thank you.
You're welcome. How much room do you need?
The existing building is about a 20 by 20, and we use that space. It's pretty, I don't know if you've been in there, but it's pretty thorough.
It's absolutely full.
Yeah, you have to step over things to get to things. So it's about a 20 by 20.
So you wouldn't be able to use any space that has steps or stairs, is that correct?
It'd be more difficult, but obviously everything that was taken was portable, so.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see what we can do for you. Thank you.
Dad?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Hello, I'm Amy Brumfield, Fayette County Cemetery Commission. I just wanted to add to what Mr. Caldwell was saying is it doesn't do us any good to get any new equipment right now if we cannot have a secure building. Also, I have in my possession at home with a filing cabinet that was given to me by Zane. All of the records and pictures and paperwork for the Cemetery Commission. And I don't mind it being at my home, but I'm a little uncomfortable with that. We can't take it up there because it's not climate controlled.
Those files should be here.
Okay, where are we gonna put them?
We'll put them in the basement of the courthouse.
Okay,
Yeah,
They need to be somewhere where they can be
Accessible.
by the member
Right,
you can
at
get down
any
there.
time.
You
yeah.
can get down there.
Because there's we'll make sure you can get to them. You see what I'm saying? Not like you have to,
at any time or not only during courthouse hours?
probably anytime.
Well, those are county documents, is what I'm saying. They need to
Yes.
be in the courthouse.
Or I was gonna ask if there would be a place at the library or somewhere.
No, they need to be here. They
Okay.
belong to the county. If some of them are historical,
No,
okay, I'm gonna say if they're historical, then we could give them to the library or the historical society, one of the two. But you're talking about day-to-day business type of files, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, excuse me, they're basically old files from John Walters
Okay.
and pictures and stuff where the restoration work that he had done in the past, and including the Hall of Shame cemeteries that haven't been touched in years that we can't get access to. But it's just, we couldn't keep them up there, and we don't have another place to keep them, so,
We'll work on that, Amy.
okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other business come before the board? No patron concerns?
Shortest meeting in history.
Yeah, it is. Okay, having said that, I will entertain a motion for the approval.
We didn't do the additions or corrections in the minutes.
I stand corrected. We need to do our minutes from our last two meetings, so do I hear a motion in reference to the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the minutes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Now, claims and payroll.
I make a motion to approve claims and payroll.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve claims and payroll. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. No other business to come before the board. At 20 minutes after 9, I entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for adjournment. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. We stand adjourned.